Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another episode of New Editions. I am Mr. Music, and this episode is going to be for January 2026. Usually, for those of you who have never seen these episodes, basically what I do is at the end of the month, I take all the new additions I've added to my music collection and then I talk about them and show you what I got. So I hope you enjoy this. A lot of good selections in here. So let's get started. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about the first one. And that is going to be the new edition by Megadeth. This is their latest album that came out recently, and it's a terrific album. This is supposedly their last album, but we will see what happens. So far, I think it's met with mixed reviews on a lot of channels, but I really do think it's a fine collection. Okay, let's see what we got next here. Okay, we got Steve Hackett. His latest live album, which is really good. This is live from the Royal Albert Hall. He's been releasing a lot of live stuff, and I just find it so good, so interesting. And of course, he used to be the guitar player in Genesis, but a lot of his solo material is really good. I recommend checking it out. Okay, next, I picked up a compilation CD. It's 100 rock and roll hits, and really a lot of it is, and what's nice about it's all original artists, original songs, so there's no re-records, which I'm not really a fan of when they do stuff like that. Anyway, it's got a lot of stuff from the 50s. I believe there's some stuff from the 60s on here, but this was a good collection to have, and it was only like $5, so it was. Why not? Okay, the next we have the Scorpions from the first Sting. Now, I have the one that came out a couple of months ago, and it was a single disc collection. It has 16 tracks. And then I found out that, wait a minute, there is a double CD. It was an import. And being a Scorpions completist, I had to have that in the collection. So I was able to find the 2 CD edition on eBay for actually a pretty reasonable price. So I picked that up. A lot of good tunes on there. Okay, next we have an album by a group called The Illusion. Now, what was really good about this is I was watching a YouTube channel from, actually, it was Grant's Rock Warehouse. And he does a listening parties on Sunday nights. And this CD came about from one of the panelists who was on there. And it was a great CD. It's a song that it was on that they played from it. Very good, and I had to pick up the CD, and the whole disc is really good. So check it out. Next on the list, we have I was able to get a box set of the reunion albums from the band Asia. So that has all the original members, and a lot of good stuff on here. I actually had never heard of it until, of course, you find these CDs, a lot of the other YouTube channels I watch, and I come across new stuff that I've never heard of, and it's like, okay, this is a great way to check this stuff out. But the reunion albums are excellent. If you're an Asia fan and you were hesitant about checking these out, by all means, do it. Okay, next I have Triumph live at the Sweden Rock Festival. Excellent disc. This was, I mean, and this was another one that I kind of didn't have my eye on for a long time. It had been out, and I was like, well, and I love Triumph, but I just didn't really want to. I wasn't really interested in checking this out, and I started listening to it. It's like, wait a minute, this is really, really good. Of course, Rick Emmett, Gil Moore, Mike Levine, and then they had the rhythm guitar player. I think his name is, I want to say Dunlop, I think is the last name. But having Triumph with two guitarists, excellent stuff. Okay, I picked up a compilation that I thought I had, but I guess I didn't. This is a compilation of the Canadian band April Wine. Good stuff on here. A lot of the classic tunes, plus some pretty good album tracks. So recommend it you pick that up. Okay. Next, I have an album by Ian Hunter, and I never really explored too much of Ian Hunter, and I wanted to check this out, and I liked what I heard, so I picked it up. Always interested in music that maybe I didn't have my ear on for a long time, and it's always good when you find something that's like, this is actually pretty good, and this album is a whole album. All right. Next, I have Megadeth Euthanasia, and I thought I had this in my collection. I did a Megadeth album ranking. You can check that out on my channel. But Euthanasia, I did not have, and this one does have the extra tracks on here. So good stuff there. Okay, next I have Rush with Signals. This is the 40th anniversary CD. Now, there isn't any extra songs on here. The only really difference is that it's a super high quality audio. It sounds pretty good. And this was one of their 40th anniversary discs. I have quite a few of them already in the collection. Next, I've got another Megadeth CD that I thought I had, but I don't. And of course, this one I took these covers off online, so it's got that infamous parental advisory sticker. Oh, look out for that. Anyway, Killing Is My Business. Great album, great debut album. Check it out. Next, Rush, and this is the 40th anniversary of 2112. Got some good stuff on here. It has some Rush songs that are actually performed by other artists as well, plus some live tracks. Well worth it, and reasonably priced, a lot better than the up and coming $300 Grace Under Pressure 40th anniversary, which I will not be getting unless, of course, they find it in their kind hearts to release only the CDs and not all the extra stuff that maybe some people don't want. But anyway, I digress. All right, next on the list we have John Fogerty, Blue Moon Swamp. I'll tell you what, a lot of Fogerty's material, post CCR, excellent stuff. I recommend you check all that stuff out. Good music. More John Fogerty. This is John Fogerty's Blue Ridge Rangers. And this is cool because there's a cover version of Jambalaya on here, which is really great. And it's just when you hear his music, I mean, how can you help but just be happy? And it's just he's such a great entertainer, and even to this day, he's excellent. All right, next, John Fogerty. First, I picked up these CDs on eBay. They had a special deal where three discs for a reasonable price. This is Deja Vu. Very, very good album. Check that out. And he's on the motorcycle there. That's cool. Okay, so been listening to a lot of Bachman Turner Overdrive, and I decided to check out some of the stuff after the band broke up. They actually got back together, and it was just Bachman and Turner, and this was an excellent live document, live from the Roseland Ballroom. Check that out. Okay, John Mellencamp, excellent two-disc compilation to check out. I have another one, but I was wanted the two-disc versions. This is I think his other compilation was just a single disc, but this is great stuff. It's got a lot of his hits on here. Okay, next we have a DVD concert that I was longing for. I've been wanting to get it, and it wasn't available at a decent price. But this is why I peruse eBay a lot of times, and I finally found a good copy for a good price. Reality Dream. This is a full concert by the band Riverside. One of my favorite bands. They are from Poland. And just to put a shout out, I will definitely be doing a album ranking of them pretty soon. So if you're into that music, check it out. Okay, so a couple of months ago, I was able to get a bunch of Bryan Adams CDs for a good price, and I had never really listened to too much Bryan Adams, other than I think the album that I paid attention to more was Reckless. This, I have really just gone crazy to get a lot of his stuff now. This particular DVD is live from, I think it's Slane. Let me just boot up there. Okay, that's live from Slane Castle. Good stuff. So check it out. Bryan Adams live, can't beat it. All right, here we go with another Bryan Adams. This is actually a compilation disc, Ultimate, but I believe it has two unreleased tracks that it's part of the collection, so I had to put it there. Okay, another Bryan Adams. This is You Want It, You Got It. This is his second album. Good stuff on here. Bryan Adams, again, Pretty Woman, Broadway soundtrack. This is good stuff. I had known about this, but I really never got into wanting to listen to it. But I did check it out, and it is actually terrific. Okay, so that will conclude this part of it. But I have some more stuff to show you guys. Okay, so we have the more Bryan Adams here. This is Bryan Adams Anthology. Now, it's it's a compilation disc, but the really cool thing about this is I found a copy that came with a DVD concert, and this is the concert that he did in Lisbon, Portugal. Okay, good stuff on here. Excellent concert. So I was fortunate to find that. So I had to add that to the collection. Okay, so the next one I'm going to show you here is, let's see, second here. Okay, here we go. Okay, so the next one I want to show you here is some more Bryan Adams. Yes, I've been going crazy with Bryan Adams lately, trying to complete my collection. So this is his box set live at the Royal Albert Hall. Okay, and it's got So it's got 3 discs, and also there's a DVD disc on here with the DVD concerts. It has on here um, Live Reckless, So Happy It Hurts, and 18 Till I Die. All live, recorded live. It's excellent stuff. Like I said before, Bryan Adams, totally great live. All right, next I have the box set of Bryan Adams live at the Royal Albert Hall, and this is actually from 2023. Okay, and this one, interesting stuff. I'm going to tell you here the story. This has recorded live Into the Fire, Cuts Like a Knife, and Waking Up the Neighbors. Now, the interesting thing is Waking Up the Neighbors is the only one on here that is actually recorded live in front of, you know, like a concert audience. Into the Fire and Cuts Like a Knife, they were recorded live at the Royal Albert Hall, but there was no audience. So, and you might think it's kind of strange, but it actually sounds pretty good. It sounds really raw, and when I listened to it, I was like, wow, this is really pretty good stuff. So I enjoyed that a lot. So check it out. Okay, finally, I have a couple of CDs that I got. Paul McCartney and Wings. Venus and Mars. I realized I didn't have this in my collection. So it pulls out like this. Very, very, very nice. Okay. Good stuff on here. And finally, Band on the Run. Now, I have several versions of Band on the Run, yes. But this particular version has some bonus materials. And of course, this was the one that you had to get it at Best Buy several years back. What's nice about this, it has the actual concert, the video of hands clapping, which they released in CD format. I believe it was last year or the year before. I don't quite remember, but I enjoyed it so much, and now the fact that I have the video is really, really terrific. So anyway, that is it for New Editions January 2026. I hope you enjoyed this. The old thing, everything goes. If you like the video, please click the like button. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. Those of you who have subscribed, I really appreciate it. Check out a lot of the other videos on the channel. And also remember to whack that notification button. That way you'll be notified of any future videos that come up. So this is Mr. Music signing off for today. And as far as updates, we have a couple of pretty good things coming up. I'm going to be doing a ranking of, like I said, Riverside, the band from Poland. And also I'm planning on doing an album ranking of Van Halen coming up soon, hopefully. Also, the show that we have a lot on the channel here, the Music Buddies, Mr. Music, and the Mad Scientist. We are planning on doing a ranking of Dire Straits, and soon we will be talking about some of our favorite concerts that we've been to. So, hey, you know what? Keep an eye on this stuff. And the only way to do that is subscribe to the channel and get those notifications. Okay. Anyway, this is Mr. Music signing off. Enjoy the rest of your day and listen to some good music. Okay.